So what is up, guys? Today we're gonna do a tier maker list, and I've seen a lot of people do these things, and I was like, I always watch them. They're fun. I know I'm a bit late for this train, but I guess now is the time for me. I haven't uploaded a video for a while, and I'm guessing like, let's just do it. I was watching anime recently. I was watching Vinland Saga, and that show is amazing. Sadly, it's not a shonen; it's a seinen, so it's not included in this list. And if it was, I would definitely do a gem or flames for sure. And let's just get into it though. So basically, we have 7 tiers here. One of them I'm not gonna touch because I've already selected the series that I'm gonna put in it. They're the Haven't Watched series, and there's Yu Yu Hakusho there, which is very controversial because I know that series is super loved. I've only watched like 20 episodes, so I can't really rank it. I didn't really, I didn't really like it that much, honestly. I guess the first arc, I think it's pretty much like everyone. I think that's the weakest arc. They say. I just haven't had time to finish it. I'm pretty damn sure that I'm gonna finish it sooner or later. It's from the creator of Hunter x Hunter. He's a pretty good author. I rank Hunter x Hunter pretty high. We'll see on this list right here. We'll rank it, and let's just start. So the first one is Black Clover. So Black Clover, I started it and I dropped it after 2 episodes, but I got back into it after that. I was like, many people were praising it. Many people were saying, "Oh, the animation's bad. It's from like the studio. What are they? Studio Pierrot. They're an okay studio. Like when they want to do something good, they'll do it good." But they're really inconsistent, and that's the problem with Studio Pierrot. They can do episodes such as Madara versus the whole Shinobi army from Naruto. They can do stuff like, I think it was Momoshiki in the Boruto anime versus Boruto, Naruto, and Sasuke. That fight was even greater than the movie version, which is crazy. They can do a lot of good things. Obito versus Kakashi on Naruto, but they're pretty inconsistent with the animation stuff. And Black Clover shows it a lot. It has great animation moments. It has questionable episodes in terms of animation. But let's just get on with not animation now. Let's get on with the story. And of course, in this list, we're gonna compare the anime, not the manga's version of these series. So I know that Black Clover, I read the Black Clover manga. I haven't read it, like I'm a little bit not caught up, like I'm 5 chapters behind, I think, or 6 chapters. The manga is definitely better than the anime, especially the consistency on the art style. Well, the anime is a bit inconsistent, as I've already said. Especially the first part of the anime is super slow. Like there's an whole episode, I think, episode 2 it was full flashbacks, and yes, they're expanding the show, and that's what they were doing. Like the manga rushed, especially the first part of the story, they rushed it a lot. So the anime expanded, and I commend them for doing that, but I think they overdid it a bit in the first part of the show. However, as an overall anime, I don't think it's super bad. Like people really over exaggerate that it's super bad. It's compared to Fairy Tail, which by the way, I don't hate Fairy Tail. I actually like it for what it is, at least. Like, I know a lot of people that hate Fairy Tail for no reason. Of course, there's the friendship stuff and all that, and I completely agree with that. But when I'm watching Fairy Tail, my mindset is a bit different. Like, I'm not watching it for the complex plots, I'm not watching it like I'm watching Hunter x Hunter, for example. There are two very different shows. I'm watching it just to have fun, just to relax my mind a little bit. And for that, it does pretty well. So we'll rank it when it comes, but we'll see there. But for ranking on Black Clover, I think it deserves 8 ranking here. Maybe getting spicy. We'll see. We'll change it up when it comes to the last portion of the video, so we'll know how we're ranking all of them, and we'll compare them in the last minute. But I think for now, I'm gonna do it getting spicy, and we'll see from there. Now, Bleach. So Bleach for me, I've seen it like 2 years ago. I haven't rewatched it since. I haven't even seen, I think, the last arc of the anime. I was a bit bored, at least after Aizen. Aizen is a super villain, like, I really love Aizen. But, honestly, some episodes were, like, super fillery for me. It's not a bad show, I mean, it's still decent show. The animation is definitely better than Naruto in consistency, at least. Like Naruto has higher highs, I think. But as a show, it's decent. I would say Black Clover or Bleach. Let's see here. What do I prefer? There are a lot of Bleach fans that will get pissed that I'm comparing it to Black Clover right now. But I'm not really a big fan of Bleach. Like, if there's an anime that will continue the show, I'll definitely watch it because I'm definitely not a hater. I love the show. But do I love it as much as Black Clover? I would say I love it as much or a bit less. I haven't seen it a bit though, so I'm a bit shady on that. Let's just put it with the Black Clover for now, and we'll see afterwards. Now this, alright, Blue Exorcist. So Blue Exorcist is a really, like, many people didn't watch this show, and it's a great show. Like, it's not a bad show. It's a bit different than other shonen. It's definitely not as mainstream as probably most of these on the list here. I haven't watched this in a while. Like, I've only seen this once. So on the story aspect, I think it was pretty decent. It was a bit different from the others. I think I would give it a 9 though. I'm not giving it getting spicy. Definitely not a gem and all that. So not a meh for sure. Like, it's better than a meh. I'll give it a 9. It's a pretty decent show. I mean, I would recommend. Now, Shingeki no Kyoshi. Season 3 was amazing. I had to go read the manga after the episode before. No. The episode when it was hinted. Not it was hinted, but Armin died. I just went and read the manga from there, and it was just crazy. It was a crazy cliffhanger. I couldn't bear with it, so I went and read the manga. And that just puts it on another level. Like, the Attack on Titan anime, honestly, what Studio Wit has done, especially doing Vinland Saga this year, they just do masterpieces. Like, they do it so well. They're directors, they know what they're doing. So this is obviously, like, this is masterpiece level. This is obviously flames here, and there's no debate here. I don't think there's anyone that debates this. Attack on Titan was definitely one of the best this year, if not the best. So, let's move on here to Boruto. Like, now this show, I hear people talk about it a lot. I haven't watched it, but I have the basic stuff in mind, like what happened and all that. I know this full of filler, and in-canon filler actually. I have actually watched, I think, 5 episodes of it. There's the first 4 episodes, which were... The first episode was decent, like it had a cliffhanger. Not a cliffhanger, but the first part where it shows the future was pretty cool. But after that, it was just downhill from there. And then I tuned into episode 65, I think, where the Momoshiki fight happened. That was an amazing episode. That was definitely a 10 out of 10 episode. But as a show, though, I know that the manga, they're adapting the manga now, starting like next week or so. I'm definitely interested. The manga is definitely good. I read the manga. I'm 2 chapters behind, I think, on the manga. But the manga's pretty good. I recommend it fully. The anime, however, it doesn't deserve a good rank because it isn't good anime. Come on, let's be real. It's probably a meh at best. At best, it's a meh. I'm not giving it a literal shit right now because it makes people mad probably, but I could change my mind. Like, I haven't seen it yet, so I can't really give it a literal shit when I'm a fan of the Naruto series, so let's give it a meh for now. So, Dragon Ball Z. So, Dragon Ball Z was the first anime I've watched. Like most other people, probably anime fans. It's a good show for what it is, at least. It will always stay at my heart. A lot of nostalgia with this. Like, if you break it down critically, from a critical standpoint, it's not a good show. Let's be real here. Like, its storytelling isn't that great. Alright, we just watch it for nostalgia mostly. Yes, it has some good plot points. The Saiyan Saga. Oh, what it was like. The first Dragon Ball when Goku was small. I think that one was the best in terms of storytelling, even though there wasn't that much, but the world building was there. Then Dragon Ball Z kind of took the Dragon Ball and put it on a global scale and really expanded. It's so exaggerated that it gets a bit crazy, but it was my first show that I watched anime-wise, so I can't really give it a bad score. What is the realistic though? Like, is it getting spicy? I think for now we'll do it I think that's the best choice. Let's see here. Yeah, I think that's the best there. Death Note. So Death Note is definitely a masterpiece. it's one of the best animes there is. There's no debate there. I don't think I need to do a case on this. Like everybody probably unanimously agrees on this. Like Death Note is the god of anime. Pretty much. If someone hasn't seen anime before, you recommend Death Note. That's what gets them to anime. Always. So Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood, that's Flames as well. Thing is, I've only seen it once, I think, maybe twice, I'm not too sure. But it's animated masterfully. It's done by Studio Bones. They were still in their early stages though. Studio Bones, if you don't know, is the studio that animates My Hero Academia. I think they animate Mob Psycho as well. They're pretty much an infamous studio at this point, especially after they did My Hero Academia. They've grew so big these days. Fullmetal Alchemist deserves the masterpiece role there. Now Fairy Tail. So, Fairy Tail for me is a good show. It definitely isn't a masterpiece. However, for what it is, it's pretty fun, pretty lighthearted, can be dark at points, but don't expect super deaths like there were deaths like Natsu's father, Dragon Igneel. However, and I was surprised that they did that, honestly. The last arc, honestly, is shit. It's complete shit. Like, the way they ended it, like, it had potential, right, the last arc. At the beginning especially, it was like, I was sitting there, I was reading it weekly at that point, and I was like, okay, this arc has potential. It's pretty much a very amazing arc, especially when they introduced Echnologia first time. It was amazing. And by the way, I haven't seen the final season of the anime yet, because it's not really that much motivation. I know what happens, and I know like the build-up is not worth it to the finale. Is that bad, man? Is that bad? So, I would say being generous here. Probably between it and getting spicy. I'll do it getting spicy now, though, because I actually like it, but it could have been almost a gem, honestly. I can't really give it a gem, because its storytelling isn't that good. So getting spicy, I think, is where it belongs, really. Now, Gintama. So, Gintama here. There are many loyal fans for Gintama. I never was able to get into this series. I could have put it, haven't watched, but honestly, I've watched like 40 to 50 episodes, I think, of it. I was like, 40 to 50 episodes is pretty damn, like, on a whole, it isn't that much, because Gintama is super long. But 50 episodes in reality is pretty long. I just don't get it. Like, yes, it's comedy, but for me, I would like some storytelling, some good storytelling, some good action as well. And it has some good action, but it's basically focused on comedy. And I'm into comedy, but not that excessive. I would like some aspect to it, like story aspect. So I would say it's meh for me. So OG Naruto is a pretty damn nostalgic show for me. So this was the second show I've watched in my life, anime wise at least. This was after Dragon Ball. This was really got me to anime. Like, Dragon Ball Z is what got me into the whole premise of anime, but I hadn't gotten the purpose to watch a lot of anime out of Dragon Ball Z. But when I've watched Naruto, I was like, alright, anime can deliver pretty decent stories. So I was like, after watching Naruto and Naruto Shippuden, I was like, alright, let's see what there is as well. And I discovered Hunter x Hunter, Fairy Tail, Bleach, and all that stuff, Attack on Titan, Death Note, and etc. So, Naruto was really what got me into anime, really. And I'm pretty grateful for that, because I've seen a lot of good shows because of it. Now, in terms of its plot, I honestly, OG Naruto, first time seeing it, is definitely the better time than the second time. The reason being is that I didn't know the story, so it dragged out. Because that's the problem of Naruto, the first Naruto at least, that the story kind of dragged out a lot. There was a lot of in-canon filler on it. There's a lot of pan shots on characters that just fills the time in episodes. And first watching, you don't really notice it because you're so into the story. And you're like, oh, alright, doesn't matter, let's continue watching it. I would just want to know what happens. But the second time, it really gets into your eye. And yeah, you start noticing it a lot more. However, overall, I loved OG Naruto. I would say this is definitely top rank in getting spicy or gem. So right now, I think I'll go gem since there's no gem there. And yeah, let's do it. So Dragon Ball Super. Let's compare this to Dragon Ball Z. We have a baseline here. So Dragon Ball Super is actually a decent show. There are many critiques on this. I've watched it from episode 1 to episode 131 without stopping every week. It was definitely underwhelming at times, especially in the first few seasons of it. The last arc was decent. Like, it was still. The last arc, they peaked. And this is the strange part about this. Toei Animation is a strange company at times. Last arc, Tournament of Power arc, the anime was peaking. Like, it was getting trending every week. And then they cut off the anime. The revenue was starting to get in its peak. And they were like, alright, we can't do this anymore, we're gonna produce this anymore, we're gonna take a break or whatever. And yeah, we're gonna do a movie, and mind you, that movie did pretty damn well, but still, would I have done that? No. I mean, they were producing mediocre to okay episodes. Definitely, like, in the end, they produced some great animated episodes, but overall, we knew the consistency wasn't there. So the next arc would probably be the same thing over again. But look at the stats. Like, they were producing mediocre to decent episodes and they were getting that revenue. So why produce highly, greatly animated episodes when you can produce mediocre to okay episodes and get that revenue still? See? This is all business at the end of the day, so. However, let's just jump into the tier list. Dragon Ball Super for me is definitely not better than Dragon Ball Z. There were parts which was better, definitely, but overall I think it's the same level, maybe a little bit lower. I wouldn't say it's meh though. It's definitely height, alright? I definitely want a continuation though. Now, of course, this is Hunter x Hunter, Fire List. Definitely no debate. This is one of the greatest anime I've watched. To this day, there's no matching it really. It's a pretty good show. I mean, do I have to say anything about this? Yes, it started off pretty slow. It gets darker every arc. Chimera Ant arc was definitely one of the best arc I've seen in all of anime. There's no debate on that. Attack on Titan's latest arc, the war arc from the Titans versus the humans, was definitely comparable to the Chimera Ant arc. But overall, I think the Chimera Ant arc was definitely the better of the arcs because, first of all, the Titans vs. Humans arc was like 13 episodes, and the Chimera Ant arc was like 60 episodes. So there's a lot of difference there. But yeah, definitely masterpiece. Let's jump into the next one. Promised Neverland as well. Masterpiece. Should I be doing as much Flames, honestly? Like, we'll get back into these. I'm gonna do it Flames for now. We'll get back and we'll sort them back out to make more sense. But I've loved it. I've loved the first season of Promised Neverland. Definitely, like, I've read the manga as well. Like, after the first season stopped, I went to the manga straight up. I'm caught up, almost caught up, like, I'm 5 chapters behind now. Honestly, the last arc that I'm reading on the manga, by the way, I'm not gonna spoil anything for you anime-only viewers, but honestly, the last arc of the manga right now that I'm currently in, which is the last arc of the whole show, it's really kind of meh, honestly. I was expecting a little bit more. I didn't like it that much. That's why I'm behind. But honestly, the first arc was definitely the best arc of Promised Neverland. Especially the anime. The anime did it so justice. I know they rushed a bit, but it worked honestly. Like, especially that last episode. That last episode with the whole music theme of the whole anime season. It was amazing. It was a masterpiece by on itself. So yeah. So, Naruto Shippuden. So, this thing about it. Most people say that OG Naruto is the better of the two. So, this is my debate. Naruto Shippuden for me is better than OG Naruto. The reason being is that it could be though that because I've watched it a little bit later than others, because I've watched it like 5 years ago. I was like 17. I was like 17, yeah. Most people watched this when they were like 11, 10, I think. So they relate more to the OG Naruto one, when he was younger. I relate more to Naruto Shippuden's version when he was a teenager. So that might be the thing that affects me on this opinion. However, if you look at critically, like really rewatch the whole show from Naruto to Naruto Shippuden. First of all, the pacing is horrendous on Naruto, like the original Naruto. And skip the fillers, by the way. Like, skip all the fillers, don't mind the fillers, there's a ton of fillers, it's a waste of time, honestly. However, honestly, it starts to pick up on the Sasuke retrieval arc, and really Naruto Shippuden, especially the first episode, really ramps up everything. And Most of the Shippuden arcs are pretty good, especially until the Pain arc, which the Pain arc, by the way, is such a great arc. It's one of the best arcs of Naruto for sure, for sure. The Kage Summit arc was also decent. Like, many people don't rank it that high, but it was pretty decent arc. I liked the whole Sasuke being pretty mad. That portion of his character, I liked it, even though many people hated it, and I understand it because he was a bit annoying. But I kind of liked it, honestly. So I would say I would rank it, of course, like with Naruto, but I would rank it a bit above it. Like, it's not there isn't that much difference, but I think the storytelling picks up in Naruto Shippuden. The storytelling perspective, like Naruto Shippuden is better. Like the whole Obito stuff, I loved it. Like I loved Obito's character, even though in the last bit, once he took off the mask, it was a bit downhill from there. Especially the end where Naruto was like, "You're a very cool guy. Like, what the hell are you doing, man? You killed your whole family." I don't know, man. I don't know what the author Kishimoto was thinking at that point. So let's jump into the next one, Hajime no Ippo. So in this one, like, I've only seen 25 episodes of this. However, I'm always going to it and watching 2 episodes here and there because it's a fun show. However, I cannot binge watch the show. Like, it's a sports anime. I cannot binge sports anime for some reason. However, for what it is, sports anime, it's a pretty good anime. I would say it's getting spicy or a gem, honestly. If I continued watching it, I know it's gonna be a gem. It's a madhouse anime. It's sports that I love. I practice boxing, and I would say getting spicy for now. Now, JoJo. A lot of people are passionate about this, and I completely disagree with most people. So with JoJo with me, this thing, part 1 was okay. Like, it was super slow though. That's the only reason I don't say it's great. Part 2 was probably one of the best parts. Part 3 was getting a bit stale. However, the animation really ramped up at part 3, and that's what kept me watching it, honestly. I dropped it one time on part 3 though. Part 4, I haven't finished yet. I've only seen like 6 episodes of part 4. Like, the format of JoJo, especially from part 3 onwards, like, it's super episodic, and I hate episodic stuff, and I just can't get into it more than at season 4, part 4. I don't know what it is. So I would say it's aight for me. It's definitely not meh. I loved part 2, and part 3, I kind of liked it, so it's definitely not meh. I would say it's aight. Not getting spicy could be, honestly, but I'll do it aight for now. So, My Hero Academia. So, this has to go to Gem, probably. I'm almost caught up. I haven't seen all the episodes from last season, season 4. I'm not caught up on season 4. For me, season 1 was decent. It was actually more than decent. It was pretty good. Season 2 is what really made My Hero Academia, because many people are watching it at that point. It was definitely the peak, I think, from My Hero Academia season 2. Season 2's tournament arc was definitely a great one. It's definitely, until season 2, I think it was getting spicy. It should be a gem though, because it's really a recent anime. Then again, like, Promised Neverland is masterpiece level, and it's like 13 episodes long. So yeah, I would say it's season 2, it's gem. Season 3 though, very conflicting, because the first part of season 3 was definitely amazing, with All for One and all that, but the second part was very, very boring. The whole thing, like, My Hero does this. Normally the first part of a season is a pretty dark arc, involving villains and all that, but the second part is basically the training portion. And the training portion of the season 3 part was pretty damn boring, let's be real here. Season 4 now, the first part, honestly, it caught me from the first 2 episodes. Then it got a little bit boring for 3 to 4 episodes. Then it got exciting again in the Overhaul vs. Deku fight. It was pretty amazing, by the way, that episode. However, I haven't really picked up on it now. I would say, let's see, an average here. I'm gonna take an average. It's either getting spicy or gem. I would say getting spicy, but probably the better of the getting spicy. We'll get to this debate here, the My Hero vs. Black Clover, because I know that's a big debate. Now, 7 Deadly Sins. So I've seen only one season, the first season, of course. I tried to getting back into it. However, when I got back into it recently, I was like, I can't go from the second season. I need to go from the first season again, rewatching it because I forgot everything about it. However, I've watched like 3 episodes and I was bored as fuck. I don't like the show, honestly. Like, it has a lot of fan service. It's not my type of show, especially that now that I know like the latest season. I think they switched studios. I forgot what studio is. They did Fate Stay Night. I think the Studio Deem. I think. And it really screwed the animation. Like, there was an episode where I think it was pretty hyped for the fan base. They were pretty hyped from the beginning to see it animated, but it turned out to be pretty damn shit. I've seen all the memes and all of that. And Jesus, it's super bad. It's definitely not motivating me to go watch it, and I'm definitely probably not gonna watch it, honestly. I heard good things about it. It's not for me. I would say it's a meh for me. Honestly, though, it's better than Gintama for me. Better than Boruto, and we'll put it there. Now, One Piece. Alright, so this. So, from my channel, you may know that I'm a big One Piece fan, alright? I love me some One Piece. However, there's a big difference between the anime and the manga of One Piece. Now, the anime of One Piece has over 800 episodes, so I'm gonna count from all of those, not just the later half, because the later half is what really One Piece went downhill in the anime section. Even the manga, like at portions, like after the Marine Ford, it kind of dropped a bit, but now it's back up a bit. Like the Wano arc is pretty damn entertaining, especially this flashback arc that we're doing with Oden is pretty good. I think I might, by the way, bring back the reviews of One Piece chapters. I haven't read the latest one, 969, I think. We'll see how it goes, like this video and everything. So yeah, pretty much the first portion of One Piece anime was pretty damn good. Like, it was always uphill there, and then the Fishman Island arc is where it really gets a bit downhill with the pacing stuff. I had to switch to One Pace, which basically condenses the filler and removes all the filler and canon filler from the episode, so you can have a more pleasant seating to watch the anime of One Piece, of course. However, this we're gonna rank the One Piece episode, not the One Piece version. The manga would definitely do a masterpiece. Like, I follow it weekly. I've been following it for 3 to 4 years, I think, weekly now. So I'm pretty loyal. The anime, though, the anime compared to Naruto's anime is better. However, I'll still do it a gem because I can't do One Piece dirty like that. You know what I'm saying? One Punch Man now. Let's see here. I haven't watched season 2. I know it's from a different studio. Season 1, it was good. I think it's a bit overhyped. Like, people hype it super aggressive. It's good. Don't get me wrong. It's funny, entertaining, it's everything. So it's the whole package for a 12 episode season, alright? You can do one sitting and just watch the whole first season. That's pretty good. And it's entertaining. You don't get bored from it because it's pretty funny. I would say I would rate it Getting Spicy. Yeah, let's do it Getting Spicy, and it's probably, for me at least, it's here. It's better than Bleach, yeah. It wasn't Black Clover, of course, for me at least. I would say, like most people would say, it is a masterpiece. It isn't a masterpiece with me. I'm not like that much of a fan of One Punch Man, but it is what it is. Now, I haven't ranked anything literal shit. I'll probably do Boruto just for the meme, you know, but we'll see. Now, Haikyuu. Alright, so Haikyuu, I could have put it, I haven't watched, because I've only watched 5 episodes of it, but I think I got a bit of feel about it. I just like sports anime for me. I've already discussed this. It's a bit difficult to watch, like bulk watch, like, you know what I'm saying. I would say it was alright. Like, it was alright, definitely. When I watched it, I was like, alright, this is pretty decent, you know. But I just don't got the patience to watch sports anime. So I would say it's psyched. I would say it has the potential, if I watched it, to be top here, definitely. I would give it better than JoJo, not better than Super though for me, because I haven't watched that much to really get into it. So those are that's my tier list basically. So let's just review it here. Attack on Titan, definitely fire. Death Note, definitely here, not gonna change. Full Metal, no, let's skip to Hunter x Hunter here. Definitely here. Now, Promised and Full Metal. Could these drop here? Full Metal is, nah, it's an OG, it can't drop. Promised could drop though. Like, it's only 12 episodes, so It's kind of, really frustrating. I would drop it and put it here. I think it makes more sense. Naruto for me is pretty, and like, I'm pretty loyal to Naruto. I love it. Yeah, this makes sense. One Piece should make sense here. Like, this is the anime. If it was the manga, it would be here, definitely, 100%. Um, I haven't ranked these, like, damn. It's very difficult to rank these. Definitely like this. Attack on Titan, Hunter x Hunter. Jesus, this is a whole different video on its own. Like, Attack on Titan versus Hunter x Hunter. It's so difficult. What do I like more? Right now, definitely Attack on Titan because Hunter x Hunter is on hiatus. I would say, yeah, Attack on Titan first, then Hunter x Hunter, then then Full Metal. Then from the gem list, we have Promised Neverland. Is it better than Shippuden for me? I mean, it's a work of art, honestly. Promised Neverland, the anime. Not the Shippuden, yes. Naruto, One Piece, yes. Now, we're getting spicy rank. Tier list, at least. So, My Hero, Black Clover. I definitely prefer My Hero, yeah. Yeah, I'm more loyal to My Hero. One Punch Man, definitely lower. Alright, let's arrange this. So, Fairy Tail, I like it more than Bleach, definitely. Do I like it more than One Punch Man, though? I probably do. But the thing is, I've watched like 300 plus episodes of Fairy Tail, and I've watched only 12 episodes of One Punch Man. So that's a big difference, You don't get to know the characters that much in 12 episodes. However, the premise of One Punch Man is of course better than Fairy Tail. So I'll give it like One Punch Man is better than Fairy Tail on this list. Then we have Fairy Tail. I know I'm gonna get a lot of hate from Bleach fans, ranking Fairy Tail better than Bleach, but it is what it is. That's what I'm gonna do because that's my opinion. Hajime no Ippo. So yeah, I would say that makes sense. Now for the art section, oh no, this is definitely not here. It's definitely the worst of the diesel. Dragon Ball Z is better than Dragon Ball Super, yeah. Haikyuu, JoJo. Damn, okay. Now, for the mass section, we have the 7 Deadly Sins. Now, Boruto, just for the meme. I know a lot of people will love it, a lot of people hate it though. I'm gonna do here just to fill the list, have a meme there as well. Gintama there, yeah. Actually, I kinda like Gintama more than 7 Deadly Sins, honestly. Like, I don't like Gintama, but it's honestly better. Like, 7 Deadly Sins has a lot of comedy as well. And in comedy standpoint, I've seen clips of Gintama which are absolutely hilarious. So, yeah, Gintama's better than 7 Deadly Sins. So, that's basically the tier list there. That's completed. So, what do you guys think about this tier list? Do you agree with any of these picks? Do you absolutely hate what I've done to Fairy Tail, putting it above Bleach, JoJo, Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Super, what else? Gintama, the 7 Deadly Sins. And that's pretty damn cocky of me to do, honestly. But that's my opinion. That's what I'm gonna do. Pretty much that's it for this video, guys. I've rambled on for a long time. And I'll see you next time for maybe another tier list. I'm gonna be uploading much more frequently on the channel now. I'll try at least. I'll try to do more tier lists. I'll try to do more reviews. Maybe some reactions in the future. We'll see. I'm thinking I'm thinking on doing Naruto reactions. I've already seen the show, of course. I'm gonna do I think Naruto reactions in the perspective on someone who already watched the show. But of course, I'm gonna critique it more, and I'm gonna see it as more on a critical standpoint. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, we'll see where that goes. Honestly, I'm not too sure. I'm not 100% sure I'm gonna do that, but we'll see. This has been Nightmare King, and I'm signing out. Make sure to subscribe and all that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, guys. See you next time. Bye.